Hi, sweet Pisces. This is going to be your general forecast for love and life for the beginning of January 2022. Happy New Year, you guys. This is good primarily for Sun, Rising Moon, Venus, or Mercury placement of Pisces in tropical astrology, but it could resonate anywhere where you have Pisces in your natal chart, so keep an open mind about that. It is a general reading, however. It's not a personal reading meant for one person, so it might not hit it for everyone that watches. If this doesn't resonate with you, Pisces, try watching any other placement, any of your other placements, readings here on this channel. You can find the messages that you need there instead, or additional messages to this message that will help you live your best life in January. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link to my website is down in the description below. If you're new, welcome to Soma, Chandra Tarot. Please subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. Right now it's Soma, Chandra, Pisces. Pisces, for those of you that are returning, welcome back. Most of you know that you have been one of my muses throughout 2021. Your readings were beautiful, very inspirational. This reading to me was inspirational. It seemed so real life, and I'm inspired by it. It's a good reading. It's a meaty reading. Grab a cup of coffee. We're going to be here a while. I can see that an overarching theme for you, Pisces, going into the new year is really knowing what wish fulfillment is for you and living in the moment, and also having the finer things in life and being very self-sufficient and experiencing happiness and abundance. This is going to be a focus for you, but the catalyst and the challenge for everything is the abundance and being generous and loyal to others, and experiencing both of those things at the same time, while also having equal give and take and partnerships. There will be a strong focus on that. Out of my first oracle deck for you guys, overall what you're going to go into in January is pleasure and fruition. Some of your ideas that you've been brewing and working on for a while are really going to start to come to fruition, which means there is a developing happening. You're not at the ending. I feel like you're kind of midway point, or maybe at the beginning of something. Something is going to come to fruition for you. I think you're going to have a lot of fruitful and beautiful ideas. Some of you have food on the brain, in particular focusing on a healthy diet, obviously. I want to wear that headdress. That's cool. She's got birdies and bees flying in there too. She's got like her own little ecosystem in her mind, figuring out who she truly is, letting her actions take shape in her mind. It's all coming to fruition. You will be very focused on pleasure. With the Nine of Cups and pleasure, that's really wonderful. Just make sure you keep it into balance. When we become hedonistic, then we have problems. A challenge or a catalyst for you at this time is abundance. You want to experience pleasure and happiness in life. You want your fruitful ideas to bear fruit and come through to fruition, but you're very focused on abundance. And I can see that some of you are going to work really hard and think a lot about what you're working towards and why. And I can see that you feel the need to take a conservative approach with money. That's the way to go. Just make sure you're not missing opportunities that may require you to invest. Watch out for a miser mentality or indulgence as well. Abundance is the thing. From the Soma Chandra Oracle deck, what I see for you here is humble and lessons learned. A catalyst here is I'm generous and loyal. Feeling positive is at the bottom of the deck. You will be feeling pretty positive. I love that for you. I think some of you in January will be humbled in a few ways and think about the lessons you have learned. You are experiencing wisdom. You will be transmuting knowledge into wisdom. And some of the things that will be humbling you in January, Pisces, some of the lessons you will realize you've learned is what generosity and loyalty mean to you. Where are you getting it? Where are you giving it? Why? Some of you will realize in January and be very humbled about who you're letting give to you, why you're letting them give to you, equal give and take in relationships, what's worth something to you and what isn't. That's profound. You have advice moving into this month. Victory came out. Congratulations on your victory. You've pursued a goal through to fruition. There's that word again. Pisces, that's your vocab word of the month, fruition. Look it up. It's a good one. This is fulfillment, completion, and an arrival from a long journey. Remain connected with your bigger mission in life, though, and prepare to embark upon the next adventure. So I can see, Pisces, look forward to some kind of a victory. victory in January in the next couple of weeks here. Something will come through to fruition. You will feel like you've completed probably a really important goal, and it's been a long time coming, but the Taoist masters that guide us in other dimensions are still here to remind you, hey, your journey's not over yet. Continue to stay connected to a bigger mission in life. Don't get off the boat. Get ready to embark upon the next adventure. Yeah, totally. Also, longevity came out for you. Attend to things before they become a problem. So watch out for just being like, yeah, I just had a victory. I can take the week off. No, you can't. Maybe a little bit. Pisces like to take naps. You remind us to take naps and spend time alone. Take your naps, have your downtime, but there will be some things that you might let slip through the cracks. So be motivated by your victories and take care of yourself on all levels. Pursue a healthy lifestyle to attain mental clarity and physical wellness. You may need to approach the situation at hand a little differently. Be flexible. Be flexible in how you take care of yourself as well. Some of you need to try some new things, in particular with health and wellness. Watch out for brain fog. You may need more sleep. You may need to drink less diet soda. I just saw someone drinking too much diet soda. You know, they've clinically proven that's bad for your brain. Watch out for overdosing on supplements and preservatives as well. I just heard that. Less or more food. There are some things, maybe executive function wise, just like bills you haven't paid or something you've been putting off. Take care of things that are important before they become a problem, but you will be feeling positive. Okay, and humble too. It's like victorious but humble at the same time. It's going to be a powerful month. Out of the Wisdom of the Tao Oracle deck, another challenge or catalyst is love and partnership. Open your heart to love and live in the moment with passion and exuberance. Indulge in the harmony of a great partnership and be happy. Now, some of you, I just heard someone say, well, I'm not in a great partnership. Are there other partnerships in your life? Find the ones that are working and indulge in those partnerships. Let go of the partnerships that aren't making you happy. 2022 in the tarot is the year of the lovers, and the lovers teaches us that we are at all times, if we listen to our gut and our body and our feelings, we are being divinely guided always to people and partnerships and situations that are in total alignment with our own morals, values, wants, and needs. This will be a focus for you in January, Pisces. What is important to you and why? What do you love and what are you partnering with? You may have challenges in love. It doesn't have to be a challenge if you just focus on where the harmony and support is. If it feels supportive and harmonious, that's a right relationship. If it does not feel harmonious and it feels like a tornado and dramatic and unstable, that's not a good partnership. There'll be a focus on that. I see a strong focus on it in the tarot too. So let's get into that. The overall reason for the reading in January is the 10 of Cups. Some of you are focused a lot on family right now, whether it's going well or not. I read all in the upright because Spirit told me to. So family is a thing. Happy endings is a thing. Loving where you live and your community at large. You may have quite a bit of an opportunity to spend time with family and connect with loved ones. This is what a focus will be for you, in particular kids, because a challenge or a catalyst is the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is being able to recapture an innocence or a sweetness. It is a nostalgia. Sometimes this is a wonderful feeling. Recapturing something, reminiscing about when you were young, when your kids were young. Also, it can be thinking about your youth and your own family, extended family. So I clarified the 6 of Cups because I wanted to know if this was a good thing or a bad thing, because nostalgia can sometimes come with a bittersweet aching to it. When I clarified the 6 of Cups, I didn't want to make a mess, so I moved it. I got the 5 of Cups, the 7 of Swords, and the Hermit. Well, you could have been dealing with a Virgo or an older person at that time. What I see here overall for you, Pisces, is if you have a challenge in your immediate or extended family, it might be because there are some things from your past that you may be running from that you need to address. Address feelings of disappointment. Address times when you have played duck and weave with yourself and not done your inner work. Your oracle cards suggest that you have. But you may be disappointed about some times where you were ghosted, lied to, or hurt, or you had to get out of situations that made you uncomfortable. You do have an opportunity with the Hermit here to transmute this past memory into realistic knowledge that is then transmuted into wisdom. And wisdom and knowledge is one of the only things in this life that no one can take away from us. So try not to run from your moments of stoicism. It's okay to go on a solo spirit walk. And hey, it's okay to re-examine times in the past where you might have kidded yourself or cheated yourself or even lied to yourself or cried over spilled milk in disappointment. Forgive yourself for these things. Don't run from your past. Do what you can with it to learn from those experiences and then put it to rest. Your past is your past. It doesn't need to define who you are. And it certainly does not need to define where your family and your legacy is going now. We just had a new moon in Capricorn, and Capricorn really teaches us that, you guys, about legacy and what you leave behind, even in an emotional way with our families and our communities at large. Yeah. So this may be a challenge for you this month, okay? Having a difficult time, remembering things right, being disappointed when we think about the past. Just use the time to do self-reflection. All the answers are within you now. They're not necessarily in your past, okay? Yeah, totally. So what's driving you, or what happened in the deep past? What gets you out of bed right now, or what drove you in your deep past? It's affecting you in the present moment. What's driving you is the Tower and the Ace of Wands. Wow, do you want something new and cool? Yeah. This is the sudden awakening of Scorpio. With Scorpio, we have the Tower, we have death, and we also have judgment. Those mofos get 3 cards. You guys have a couple too. You have the Queen of Cups, the King, Queen of Cups, Hangman, and the High Priestess. So I guess you get 3 too. But this is the Martian energy of suddenly propelling something forward, hitting an eject button, just letting something go, no matter how chaotic it is. Because a sudden shift sometimes does need to occur, and you need to blow all that shit apart so that you can get to the Ace of Wands, which is what? The spark. The motherfucking spark that will light a fire under your ass and send you on a new adventure in life, one that you're passionate about. But you know, you need to make big changes in order to do that. Maybe that was deep past, and it led you to where you were now. Maybe you're having some regrets about something you did in the past, but the Tower is here to give you a chance to rebuild always. Massive, sudden, rapid onset spiritual growth as well. Recent past and deep within, I have the King of Wands, the 3 of Swords, and catalyst to that was the 6 of Swords. 3 cards came out. Some of you were connecting to a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius, but this person did not have to be that sign, and they did not have to be a man. They're just coming off as a grand visionary person. This person might have been somewhat of an entrepreneur or an inspiring person to you, or a leader in some way. He does like a lot of attention. He will commit in a relationship, but he has a very strongly defined sense of self. This could be a person around you that you were building and learning and growing with. Things are kind of moving slowly now. You're maybe at a bit of an in-between phase with this person. Conversely, ladies and gentlemen, you could be the King of Wands. For what it's worth, I come out as the King of Wands in my own tarot readings all the time. I like being the king, and I like being the King of Wands too. Don't think you're not a grand visionary. And don't think you won't be recognized and rewarded for what you bring to the table. When you pull your weight and you work as a team, great things can be accomplished. You can be a leader. Your grand visions are worth exploring. Right now, maybe things are at a bit of an in-between phase. COVID has been a thing. It might have impacted your life or your business. Don't let go of your grand visions. Be cooperative, okay? This could also be a person you're dating that it's kind of like, where's this really going? He may not be ready to commit, but he is a passionate person. Yeah, things have kind of stalled a little bit here, though, with this person. Could be relationship, could be work. Again, that could be you. What you're thinking about all the time is the Hangman, that's your energy, and the Devil. What an interesting card combination. Now, my South Node is in Gemini, and that makes me a terribly curious person, so naturally I clarified the shit out of this. The Hangman is when we're in a situation that we might have put ourselves in, and it's not always comfortable, but you guys understand this. You're being given a moment to surrender and pause and see things for what they really are. This Hangman is looking right at the Devil. Some of you just have Capricorn in your chart. We could have a Capricorn in the environment. But you're thinking about what it is you deeply desire. You're also thinking about what you're driven towards on an earthly level. You may also be thinking about things that you can no longer ignore that chain and bind you, and not in a fun way. Those two that he's in control of, yeah, they don't look like they're having fun. Capricorn does teach us to leave a legacy behind and work towards the finer things in life, and to consider consequence and cause and effect. But I think you might be seeing something for what it really is for the first time here. So I clarified this quite a bit. The initial cards that came out about what this is about is the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Magician. So you could be the Queen of Cups, or you could be the Queen of Pentacles. We could have two different people here that you're thinking about. This might be two people that you invested with or you're thinking about, but you hold back. Conversely, Pisces, these could be two different aspects of you. Court cards can be people in the environment. You might be able to identify them if they're not you. So I had to clarify each of these cards. We've got someone that is very stable and dependable and grounded and practical here. This could be you, could be someone else. We've got this person with a lot of love in her heart to give, but she does look a little sad. And then we got this poor guy that looks a little constipated. He may be holding on to something from the past. He may need to save money and take a very conservative approach financially. Conversely, he might be afraid to invest in something. There is a possessiveness here with this coin. Look at him. No, this is mine. I don't have a lot to give. Some of you are in a situation where you're in the situation for practical reasons, but I don't know that you're always happy. Here's why I feel that way. Well, first of all, the Hangman and the Devil came out. Some of you are thinking, will realize in January, I'm in a situation that doesn't make me happy. Why is this Queen of Pentacles here? The Nine of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Moon. So whoever this chick is, you might be hanging in there with a Queen of Pentacles. It's a mother, a landlord, a boss. They're barely giving you what you need, and you're very confused and emotional about it, because see how he's looking up at her. Conversely, you could be in a situation where you feel like it's the practical choice to make, in particular with finances, but you really are confused and emotional and have no idea where this is going. You're hanging in there barely. Your boundaries are tested. Oh, and you're barely breaking even too, emotionally, spiritually. Watch out for staying in relationships that test your boundaries. Watch out for investing in things or holding on to maybe a position of power where you're not really making much and you have no idea where you're going. The Moon and the Nine, all these cards need to be addressed. And I was like, okay, thank you, Spirit. That was very obvious, very clear. I wanted to know what this Queen of Cups was about. Now, this could be you, or it could be someone in your environment, of course. This poor woman always looks so sad. Please, someone take my cup. She has so much to give. I'm an air sign. I don't know how you water signs do it. It's beautiful. It's so hard to rule your kingdom with a cup of emotion and love. She's very tapped into her feelings. The Queen of Cups almost always knows what she's feeling. So I wondered why she was here. What is she feeling? What is she thinking about and feeling? And I have the Four of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Page of Cups. Who the hell is this? You could have a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your energy. This could be a masculine that is approaching you for something here. He may not show a lot of emotion. You may have a child with this person. He may say, come live with me. You may say, I want to come live with you. That could be happening here. There is a need to approach him about the stability of the relationship, or he is approaching you about it. You're not sure what decision to make at this point, because the situation you're in now, you're barely breaking even and you're confused, but you might be there out of obligation. This might be who you really want to be with, or you may have a relationship in your life in January where you have to approach someone about the stability in the relationship or the foundation of it. You may be on different pages, but there is this cup of love between you. This cup of love could be a child or a vulnerability as well. And I wanted to know a little bit further. We have why the Four of Pentacles is here. Holding back and holding on. Whoo, I don't have a lot to give. And I have to hold on to what I have. Clarifying the Four of Pentacles is the Magician, the Nine of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. Is this someone that you have to approach, that you need money from in order to help you see some plan through to fruition? Some of you are saving money because you know that you have to be the magician. You're going to have to science the shit out of this month. You have to have a plan. You don't have to build Rome in a day, but you do have to have a plan. And you have to gather your resources. And you have to be the single catalyst for change, despite being anxious as shit. Worry. Very worried here. And a little overwhelmed. It's like you know you have to do something and it stresses you out to do it. Also, some of you are in the healing arts. You also may work in a coffee shop or sell a product that's like tea or coffee or cacao. Also, possibly nutritional supplements that help you sleep. You're going to have to invest in that. I just heard I have to buy a starter package. Yeah, it costs more than you want it to. Maybe it's $400. Shit, maybe it's $4,000. Yeah, this is something you're going to have to do. You're going to have to address. Don't live in a fairy tale, but nobody does the Neptune energy of dreaming big and exploring options the way you do. See if you can figure out a way to manifest despite your stress and address your worry. You may actually have to let go in order to gain more. You'll know what I mean if that resonates with you. So that seems to be why the Hangman and the Devil is here. Some of you have to manifest in a situation that you might not be comfortable with, but there's no other way to get out of it than make a plan. And this guy may or may not be the answer. We shall see. It's going to have to play itself out. The most important action you're going to do in January is the Hermit and the Eight of Pentacles. Well, there's the Hermit again. I think some of you are going to be spending a lot of time searching your soul about what you put effort towards each and every day in your waking hours. This is like sixth house all day long. Your work life, your health, your routine, what you cook, what you work on. Some of you will be working alone, or spending time connecting to a guide from the upper realms while you are working. Pay attention. You may have some pretty big, powerful moments and epiphanies and spiritual downloads while doing an activity that is repetitive. That could be anything from what you do every day for work to yoga to brushing your teeth. Get into a routine. But some of you do feel like you are somewhat a loner at this time. That's not bad or wrong. For what it's worth, that's what my life looks like every day, and it makes me happy. So I see you transmuting a lot of knowledge into wisdom, and I do see you being very busy. You may get your best work done alone. And it may help you figure out how to solve this problem that you're having here. It seems to be a bit of a conundrum that you're in. Let go of the past, okay? Forgive yourself for past mistakes. Examine your childhood, but not at the expense of your sanity. Stay future focused as well. The way you're going to see yourself in January is the moon. There you are. And the Nine of Pentacles. Some of you, I have the Nine of Pentacles here twice, but I also have the Five of Swords. Interesting. Some of you may have some jealous people around you. Conversely, you yourself may be experiencing a bit of jealousy. I saw a really cool meme about jealousy and competition. When you feel jealous, this lights me up like green light. Like if you see something that someone else wants, just know that because they have it, it is also attainable for you. And you don't have to hate. You can have just as much as that person does as well. Conversely, other people may see you and be sort of jealous about you and your success. That's not your problem. That's theirs. Those people aren't your friends. Watch out for a competitiveness and a shallow energy around you or coming off of yourself. It will not go well. I don't think it's going to come off of you, though. I think you're trying to mind your own business and do some stuff and try to figure some shit out that you're stuck in a bit. That's what you're thinking about. That's what your guides want you to think about. I do see a dreamy energy here for you. Watch out for an illusion. The moon of Pisces, Pisces teaches us that not all that glitters is gold. Glamour is an illusion. Some of you dream about having the finer things. Some of you are going to be doing a lot of spiritual work in regards to how you feel here on earth in the material plane and what self-sufficiency is worth to you. Some of you dream of total self-sufficiency. It can be yours. It can be yours. But you might have to make some major changes. And you could have a person around you that could really help you with it here, possibly with the King of Wands. It depends on the kind of relationship that you have with them. In your environment and what you need to know that is a hidden factor that needs to be brought to light, we have the Emperor and the Five of Wands. Some of you are dealing with an Aries, possibly. This could be a man or a woman that's very logical, very practical, sees themselves as very in control. This could even be a mother or a father figure, a person that has gotten to a position of power in some way. The problem is they have a lot of inner conflict with you or towards you. There could be a sense of competition and a battle of wills between you and this person. So I used the Soma Chandra deck again and wanted to know what was going on with them. Giver of sound advice and arrogant. Yeah. Yeah. Who's this guy? Who's this woman, man or woman? Who's this person? This is also advice possibly to you. People are not always going to see eye to eye with you. Don't be arrogant. You can give people advice when they ask you for it. The truth is subjective. What's true for you and what works for you is not going to work for other people. You could have a person around you that may have a controlling streak to them. They may have be a bit power hungry at times. They want to give you advice, but they're arrogant. So if you don't like that energy, don't mirror it back to them. Be part of solutions and not part of problems, and control your damn self, and tell this person you can control yourself. Because I'm humble. My lessons are learned. I'm feeling positive. I want loving partnerships in my life. But here's the thing. Try to be part of solutions and not part of problems. This is not the full-on Five of Swords. This just might be a person that you have to work some stuff out with. If you can understand that we don't have to see eye to eye to get along, you might not have a power struggle with this person. You'll just have to accept that they're arrogant too. It's not your problem. And it's not your job to fix that either. Yeah. This might be the person you're in the situation with. The King of Swords and the Emperor could be the same person. What you're feeling this month, the beginning of the month, is the Star of Aquarius and the Four of Swords. Pisces, I can see that you have this dream to be really self-sufficient and do very well for yourself. Why would you not? And I see that you're going to spend a lot of time thinking about how to get that done and putting work towards it. It may even require you to invest in something that you don't really want to with that Magician and the Nine of Swords, but you have not lost hope. You are moving towards a freedom and a sense of renewal. You are coming into alignment with your true soul and your highest purpose here on earth. That is what the star is. The devil teaches us about what's happening to us physically here on earth. The sun is when the heavens smile upon us. The moon is when we get in touch with our true thoughts and feelings and the cycles of life. But the star is coming into alignment with your soul. You have hope for a renewal of some kind, but there may be a bit of stress. I see a calm, peaceful waiting and hoping for a freedom. I love that hope for you. Have not given up hope. There is a calmness here. With the Four of Swords and the Hermit, I see a lot of calm energy for you. You will feel a sense of renewal. It's like you have hope for something. But we end on the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, and I'm assuming this is you. It's hard for you to let go of something right now. Now, some of you are just like, I got to save my money. I love my life and I love what I do. Watch out for being generous and loyal to a fault, because that was one of your cards. Where the hell is that card? Here it is. I'm generous and loyal to a fault. I'm generous and loyal, but I also want abundance. How is that playing out in your partnerships? Don't live in any illusions here. The Hermit and the Moon want you to get real and get real quick. And this devil might be a problem. So you may decide, I have to hold back right now. I have a lot of love in my heart to give, but I can't give you anything out of my spiritual piggy bank or my literal pocket. Watch out for holding back and holding on just because it feels comfortable and you're getting everything you want or what your body thinks it wants in the moment. You do seem to want a stability and a transcendence here. But the big challenge will be letting go of the past and not being in denial about it. Keep moving towards this positive energy, Pisces, okay? I see that you've learned lessons. I see that you're generous and loyal. You will have a victory this month, in the beginning of the month, but you're meant to continue to focus on a long-term goal. You've learned so many lessons. You have a lot of humility you're bringing in. You'll have pleasure. Things will come through to fruition. Just don't stop. And when you're ready to let go of what you don't need anymore, you will release it. When you're ready to turn that hope and dream into a reality, you will. Make sure you're keeping your cup of love for yourself first and foremost. They're pulling back. They're saying stop. Yes, that was amazing. Thank you, Spirit. All right, Pisces, that's the beginning of January 2022. Hope it resonates and hope it helps. You can always book a private reading with me, emotion-focused support counseling, life coaching, or an astrology service with me. The link to my website to show you all of the services we have to offer is down in the description below. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Pisces. Take care. I love you guys. I'll